So I'm thinking about bringing up some like controversial opinions on Trek Tuesday next week, just to see if I can get some people angry enough to actually do something in the comments. Morning, morning. Pokemon says it's raining, and it actually is raining. Wow. I think it's just a coincidence, though. Well, yeah, so I was actually kind of glad we got our hill stuff done yesterday. The rain was starting yesterday at like 11 o'clock, so that was good. Willie and I have back today. We will probably not be doing legs tomorrow, even a light legs, because he's got a game, maybe a practice, and I've got a practice on Saturday, so I don't want to be knocked out of like my legs ain't working. And sometimes even a light leg day, we go with more reps, so we're still not doing light leg day.
Yeah. You two are not necessarily all that good at light workouts.
Oh, he holds me to it, especially when he's like, if you're gonna do less weight, don't do the same amount of, it's like, oh, if you're gonna lower the weight by, down to 75% of what you do, don't double your reps. Oh, it's just, they're so easy. He's like, yes, and that's the point of doing it light. You're still getting muscle tearing, but you're not absolutely destroying them. I'm like, yes, I know. Yesterday when I took like the recycle, I have another story about that too. I was like, it's mildly tepid. Like the temperature was tepid outside, and I was like, oh, and it's just lightly sprinkling. Oh, finally, summer rain of the year, after a fashion.
Yeah.
And so, second thing is, I walked the recycle all the way down there thinking, well, I get to do the recycling. Man, this recycling is really heavy. Man, okay, this is, I'm just thinking constantly about the recycling because it was also kind of somewhat falling out of the thing. I get inside the dumpster area and I'm just like, recycling. That was the dumpster. Whatever. I was so focused on the recycling, I dumped it in the dumpster, turned around, and there's the recycling one. And I'm like, damn it. It's because people are throwing more stuff away, so they've put in a second dumpster everywhere for trash. Because people are, so now, if everything were filled up, we'd have a 2-to-1 ratio trash to recycling.
Which is good, because they weren't taking the trash out as often.
Yes, and the trash was spilling over out into the ground, but that just means that we're still not the complex isn't 50-50 anymore. Yeah. And the fact is, as a protection for not having trash laying around everywhere, they've subconsciously encouraged people to throw more away.
Yeah.
Rather than to recycle it. And that was the thing that like Silas noted at least in Frankfurt, is that like every other corner he went to, there were these places to like throw bottles away. Nice. Clear, green, and brown. And it was just like the little holes and thing. And he was having fun because he could pick up the bottle and throw it in and it would break. I'm like, okay, cool. You get to destroy bottles. You know what I mean? He was like, this is fun. And he's just like trying to throw them in there harder and harder and make much more. I'm like, whatever gets you to do. After a while, he goes, I really like breaking a lot of bottles, and I was recycling. I can get behind this really well. But that they have, in Germany at least, they have recycling everywhere.
And that's good.
Like I understand he's like a single guy last year, and he probably was used to like dorm life where he didn't generate much trash as is, but like his weekly trash was like the size of a Freddy's bag.
Nice. Because
he was recycling so much, and there was so much shame in Germany for not recycling. And I was like, that's great. And I hear it's that other way in some of the more northern countries. Germany, Denmark.
Recycling?
Huh?
You said it's the other way for some of the northern countries. Shame for recycling.
Oh no, it's the same way for the northern countries. They shame you for not doing it. Like throwing one bottle away can get you a scornful look, whereas you could have recycled it. You should have recycled it. You will recycle it. Oh, okay. So, it's that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
How'd your meetings go last night? I kind of passed out.
Pretty decently.
Everyone show up. Everyone show up to your second one?
Everyone was supposed to.
Great. Too much business was talked about, and that's leaking company secrets. So, I'll just
More that it was just really boring.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.